New playlist ahead. Let's go! It's time to elevate your drift experience to the next level. This playlist is direct and the difficulty gradual. By now, you've shown your drift prowess. Welcome to a new way to experience drift. The skills you've acquired in your first run will now be tested. Drift Experience 2 is a perfect marriage of sightseeing and skill. The more difficult the challenge, the more beautiful the sights get. To the next objective. For this event, you're going to be curving around a monumental lighthouse with a slick new Toyota Supra. The reactive powertrains and slick handling of the Toyota make it the perfect fit for apexes. Later on in the playlist, you might get a chance to try out the Supra's sister car. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's see how you do in the first event. We call it Speed of Light because all the right elements are there. The speed and the luminosity. Good luck! The time of day, you're hardly going to get a spotlight, but the lighthouse is an iconic location. was easy, wasn't it? I don't expect it to stay that way much longer. The next run is already wrapping it up. It's meant for experienced drifters only. You do qualify, driver. You'll be happy to know you're going to have a modern classic to command, the Nissan R34. I know I shouldn't spoil the discovery, but this drifting legend is everyone's favorite, and a movie star to boot. Still, no reason to be gentle to it. The torque and traction will serve you well, if you know what you're doing. You're driving is not the only movie star here, driver. The location is quite iconic as well. We're taking it up a notch and changing gears. If you like the Nissan, things are taking a different turn. Switching from Japanese to European, the car waiting for you is an engineering marvel. It does have a Japanese counterpart, the Toyota Supra. Have you guessed it yet, driver? It's indeed the BMW Z4, the perfect ride for the winding road through nature you're about to start. Stay sharp, driver. I've heard the gearbox can be tricky on that one. Experienced the ins and outs of drift racing, and now you get to demonstrate how the power of your car matches the powerful sights of nature. Manoa Canyon tends to take one's breath away. Let's hope the hum of the waterfalls will soothe the roar of your engine, driver. you produced sure obscured some of the sights in your last run, but your keen eye catches everything. We're still in Europe as far as the make, but as your challenge increases, we have to pump up the prestige. The next ride is going to be a Lamborghini that is often referred to as the best of the best. Make your way to the tag quick, because you'll be making some curves with the Lamborghini Murcielago. This will be busy, driver. The urban sprawl of Honolulu mixes well with dim-lit escapades. Don't get distracted by the allure of the city or the weather conditions. Keep your focus on those combos.
certain you enjoyed that particular ride, but you will need to keep that expert touch for what comes next. It would be a shame to not continue this trend, driver, so Motorfest have prepared another supercar for another all-star performance. The McLaren 12C is a perfect vessel for what you're about to attempt in the docks.
You've seen this harbour before, but I'm sure the sights of those majestic ships never get old. Pearl Harbor is your oyster for this run, driver. Make it count. From Europe to the US and from super to muscle, things are heating up. The scoring objective just got bumped up, but the car you're going to be driving is not a typical drift affair. This is a car with a fine-tuned steering system that gives amazing feedback for every twist and bend in the road. An American classic, a Chevy. And as far as Chevrolets go, this is a very sporty iteration. The Camaro SS is eagerly awaiting your arrival, driver. Welcome to the All-in-Eye Resort. Let's provide the guests there with a spectacle they will not soon forget. If you can spare the focus as you rake up the points, take a look at the lovely gulfs and the sea. Absorb the views, enjoy yourself.
corporate, so hand me the money, I give you the pie. I'ma give all of my people a portion and build them a fortune, I'm flipping the guy. I can't be mixing you, give me the vibe. Before you 50, it's really the time. You roll on my phone like you want me, like you was a pushing the kid to the side, I don't know. Thinking I'm blind, trust on my crosses and down on my eyes. Done with your efforts and dealing with pressures, I know it's a lesson, that's one of the wise. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing, I needed some personal time. All the pieces, dimensions, I know what you need is I mean it, I'm staying inside. They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The money is back, tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. All the progression, the soul that I wanted, the phone and the fiction, I'm something to tell it. Check out problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The 30 is back, tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, the soul that I wanted, the phone and the fiction, I summon it, dub it. Problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The 30 is back, tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, the shit wanted, the phone and the fiction, I summon it, dub it. Check out problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The 30 is back, tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, the soul that I wanted, the phone and affection, I summon it, dub it. Why you be all in my mind about nothing? I want to use you a dollar or something. Don't hang with it, love for nothing. I see that we different, we riding like rubber. My don't do discussions on bragging about money. So only good places I live if they something. Don't call me a brother, I barely do trust. I told her it's shorty, she nagging the bugging. Give all of my people a portion to build them a fortune. I'm flipping the ride. I can't be mixing you, give me the vibe. Before you 50, it's really the time. Why is you all on my phone like you want me? Like you was a pushing the kid to the side, I don't know. Thinking I'm blind, trust on my crosses and down on my eyes. Done with your efforts and dealing with pressures, I know it's a lesson, that's one of the why. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing, I needed some personal time. All the pictures, the mixes, I know what you need is I mean it, I'm staying inside. They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I all of my dollars on corporate, so give me the money, I divvy the pie. I'ma give all of my people a portion to build flipping the ride. Trust on my crosses, done with your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's one of the why.
It's been an exhilarating experience, driver. It all led to this point. It stands to reason that the car you get to drive for the final challenge should be your reward. That's right, the Mazda MX 2016 will be your crowning glory, and you will get to leave skid marks all around the famed Morna Penne Observatory. That Mazda allows for astounding feel. It's the perfect drift machine for you to take on this last hurdle. Good luck! Motorfest thought that the second drift experience should crescendo around the observatory. Not only is it a landmark site on the island, but you also have a striking view of the volcanoes. Indulge us with your excellence, driver. time to reap your reward. Your vehicle is ready for you to claim. I hope you enjoyed this refreshing revisit of all that is the drift experience. It's been a pleasure to watch your smoke curtains. As promised, the Mazda you so capably danced with is yours to keep. Take a cruise to the container and claim your prize. You've showed us just what you can do with this majestic vehicle. Now show everyone else at the Motorfest. Enjoy it! A playlist is available, driver.